Hello, buddy. I am FTA,
I'm T-Bag.
and welcome to a LP that has been about at this point in time 2 years.
I would say longer than that.
Possibly.
I think when we first started making videos, you were like, "Oh, we should do Simpsons Hit and Run."
I think after Spider-Man Shattered Dimension, like our next LP will be Simpsons Hit and Run. This is a game that both of us love, and I love that Bart is fucking huge. That model, it's like twice as big as that car is. But this is a game that before I would say. Batman Arkham Asylum started kind of kicking off a new age of good licensed games.
Uh-huh.
Before Arkham, I view licensed game BB and AA. Before Batman and after Asylum.
Okay.
So in B Batman, and we gotta say we had to do that because this is fucking. We tried to set this up properly, but we couldn't. So we had to watch that intro cutscene.
Yeah.
from here, and we're gonna start a new game. Yeah. Most licensed games, you could count the really good ones on one hand. There's like Simpsons Hit and Run, Spider-Man 2 movie game, and then a couple of like the Disney NES games.
Yeah.
But this is, it's a GTA clone. Most of the Simpsons games in this time period were all clones of something.
Yeah.
Road Rage, the wrestling game, the skateboarding game. This is the only one that's actually any good.
I thought Simpsons Road Rage was pretty fun.
Road Rage is an okay game, but I wouldn't say it's like.
It's not on par with Crazy Taxi?
No, man.
Why?
I wouldn't say so. Because well, on one hand, it's being kidified. It's very simplistic. Which on one hand, like I kind of prefer how Hit and Run controls because it's a bit looser than Crazy Taxi.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy Taxi is far more for you to do, but I remember wanting this game for a long time, and this game I think is a lot of fun.
This was during the time period where I believe I rented this from Blockbuster like a month in a row.
I am going to disable tutorials only because TJ and I have the game muted and can't even hear what Bart is saying. Although most of his tutorial dialogue is pretty funny. We also don't have subtitles, so we have no idea what the character is.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, we can start the mission. So, actually, I want to cancel for 1 second and give a quick little anecdote before we start the game proper. So, this was designed by the developer Radical. And late into production, they decided that they would add a feature where you could attack. Because beforehand, you couldn't do that.
Okay.
And when they first showed the game to Matt Groening, they had the stipulation, as Homer, nobody is allowed to kick Marge in the presence of Matt Groening. Because they felt he would be like, don't do that. In like a game with my characters, don't do that. Legend says the first time Matt Groening played this, he literally just did. He literally, in the words of the developers, kicked Marge all the way to the Quickie Mart, which is fucking miles away.
That's hilarious.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
Get some ice cream and some cola.
That makes this game even better.
Fuck. Take the shortcut.
Yep, right through the plate glass.
Someone has a Buzz Cola thing on their property. Okay. So you know what?
Krusty has a lot of money.
This game, it's a lot of fun, man. Like I have played a handful of I have played a handful of GTA games. I've never really finished one.
Yeah, you don't really finish. Honestly, like most of the time, I never finish a GTA game.
I never do missions. I just murder people.
Yeah, it's just a sandbox. That's what you play the game for. But I think Hit and Run had enough content that was like gated by, because obviously like it's not a true like sandbox. Like you are restricted to certain levels. So I think that's where this
Get fucked, Millhouse.
I think that's where this I like this in respect better than.
And Millhouse just walks off with Nelson in there.
Yeah.
This is one of the. I think this may have been the first game to be written by the Simpsons writers.
It makes sense because there's so many references.
Because I mean things like
All the costumes.
the costumes, casual,
Homer Moo Moo.
Chosen One.
Yes.
The thing with Road Rage had like an intro cutscene, an outro cutscene, and like dialogue, but there's no real story to it.
Uh-huh.
This has multiple like dialogue branches, cutscenes, various funny lines and stuff, and you can tell the developers were Simpsons fans because like every like nook and cranny of this game is filled with references.
Yeah.
That's why I love things like the video games and to a certain extent the comic books, because obviously the people who write on the show are, you could argue, are fans, but the guys who make the video games and the comic writers tend to, in some aspects, care a bit more about continuity.
Uh-huh.
And so you'll get like references to things that the TV show just doesn't remark on anymore. I'm just going to get a bunch of coins now, because really, you just use coins for
vehicles and costumes.
And I don't want to go too far off the edge just yet.
Don't want to go too far. Let's be a little reserved here.
I don't know why you went up there, Homer, when I wasn't even pressing that on the controller. The thing, I would say this is a good game. It's not, from a technical perspective, not perfect. The camera isn't the best.
Yeah, it's not the best,
ways.
but I mean,
but again, for a licensed game of this kind, and from this time period,
I would still argue this is probably one of my favorite games in general.
It would, if I was to make some kind of arbitrary, like top 100 games list, it might, it would be up there. I don't know if this would crack like my top 20 list.
Top
but...
100, like really that high? I mean, I would probably put this in my top probably top 10.
Yeah,
honestly.
but you never complete games, so what do you know? Crab juice.
Which makes that fire because Garrett and I were literally
before we started, we were making jokes about Mountain Dew or crab juice.
Oh God!
I'll take a crab juice.
Crab juice.
I think. Oh, I'm close to 100. I want to get some more coins so I can get Homer in his underwear.
125.
Was 125? I thought Homer Casual was the first one for 100.
Okay.
Well, one of them was there for 100.
Okay.
Unless you have to kill these. Well, either way, I think I'm going to get 125 anyway, so get fucked.
No, you're the one who's getting fucked.
No!
Look at this. Whoa!
That escalated of nowhere.
Can you give me a donut? No!
He came to life. Good for him.
Go kill Mo.
That's, of course, the Lard Boy.
Lard Lad.
Lard Lad. It always annoyed me in the Simpsons movie. There's a short little scene when the donut inspector, the health inspector shut down that donut place.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're giving away free donuts. The hair of Lard Lad is incorrect. They give him like a grey hair color in the movie versus his normal brown. And that's a really dorky reference I get. But it angered me and it made me hate that movie.
I told you it was a bad movie.
You're an idiot.
You just... Okay.
Well, okay. No! So what, you don't actually like the Simpsons movie?
You know what? It's been probably close.
Right, Bob Mackie.
When did it come out?
2007. Over 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's probably been 10 years since I've seen it. So, I probably had to rewatch it. I remember liking parts of it, but...
Oh! Homer Casual! 100 coins! See that shit? You see that shit?
You got the discount. Because we referenced crab juice before the game started, so I took that into account.
Get him walking around his underwear. Look at him go. Look at him go, the fat bastard.
My favorite was always in the Halloween level. There's a certain costume. And that's probably my
my favorite was always Bartman.
Yep, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Bartman, or I think in level 2 you can unlock his ninja outfit from Telltale Head.
Ooh.
So it's weird for Lisa and Marge don't really dress up that much in context of the show. So their alternate things don't mean
I'm
as
sure
much.
there's Cop Marge from Springfield Connection.
Maybe.
I'm assuming Cool Lisa.
Oh yeah, I think. Imagine just in context of this, you send your husband to the store and he comes back in his underwear.
And just like, if I remember correctly, Florida Lisa is also an option.
I'm Idaho. Yes, of course you are.
Does she have an orange taped to her?
Like this, like fucking 2 mattresses taped to her body with just Florida.
Yeah, I think it's spelled wrong too.
Which, a small thing of continuity. The item I just picked up to take for Lisa is actually I forget the episode it's used in, but it's actually a science project for Bart. For the human body, and Nelson puts the intestines.
Like how there's beer in Homer's trunk.
I thought it was boxes of stolen pens. Or maybe it's beer. Get fucked, you. But there is what was I saying?
Talking about the science experiment.
Oh yeah, it's actually Bart's science experiment, one of the episodes.
Huh.
So.
Oh shit!
Jesus fuck, Skinner. Why isn't Skinner at school?
Fuck you, Armin Tamzarian.
Hashtag not my principal.
You know what? I like that episode. I really don't care for the comments that people where they're like, oh, the continuity of the show.
I think in context of itself, it's not a if you remove it from the series at large, it's not a bad episode. I do understand the notion that I get what because that was an Oakley and Weinstein episode.
Yeah.
And they very much wanted to
mess up the continuity.
Yeah, it's things like that, and it's like, oh Ralph, you fool!
I tasted the purple paint.
How does it taste, Ralph? It tastes like this proves that Lisa's hair makes no sense in 3D.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lisa always consistently just looks bad.
Yeah.
In these types of games.
That's true.
The Simpsons game gets around that by because the game has a cel shaded look. She can keep her kind of standard design.
Give a hoot, read a book.
That's one of the oldest.
Oh, you can't kick Lisa indoors? Okay.
Oh yeah, I think indoors you can't attack people.
Yeah, I'm
or
pretty
jump
sure you're right.
for some reason. This game's terrible.
You should be arrested. You did just go into school in your underwear.
Try to assault my daughter.
By kicking her.
This car is beyond fucked.
Yeah, already.
I'm gonna try and fix it up. I think there's some more coins behind the skull.
No, just find a, Oh, shit. Just find a wrench.
A wrench, yeah.
Actually, I'm wondering if... Oh, shit.
There's a wrench.
Yeah.
If
you
you
can get
ram these kids over.
Round home!
Oh.
Go Isotopes!
You go to school here? I think it's obvious I do. Look.
Go school. No, I was talking about that. Remember that episode? I can't remember which one it is. It's the one where
there's Chester Lanwick's.
Oh.
Well,
and the secret car is the rocket car.
The rocket car is there, yeah.
Just very lame. Bait my chicken coop. Make me.
Okay, one of them has to go. Okay, Grandpa. No, the hobo.
Just very lame.
Yeah, so every level has a secret car you can just take.
There's a couple secret cars.
Rocket car. This thing is hard to steal.
Yeah, because it goes so fast and it breaks really easily.
Jesus Christ. Fix. Okay.
Fix, instantly break.
So how many... Oh, fucking hell. Sometimes if your car explodes...
Yeah, you can still drive
You can drive the husk of it.
Yep, I love that. I love doing that. Anyways, but it's the episode where Homer hates the isotopes. Is it the
Is that the one with his hunger strike?
That's what I'm thinking. But it's the one where Homer hates the isotopes, and he comes into the bar one night, and they're like about to win the World Series or something. And Homer walks out of the bar and then comes back in and he's all decked in Isotopes carb. And my favorite part is right after he comes back in the bar, Kent Brockman's interviewing people and he's like, "Well, Kent, I never gave up hope." Oh wait, what cars do you get in this?
Can you? Oh, okay. So, Plow King. But that's Barney's vehicle, idiots.
Yeah, but
Duff truck, surveillance van. Okay,
no, you get the
that was it.
No, you get the pickup truck. Oh no, that's Cletus's pickup truck. Big rides up here with me. You can't trust a pig with watermelons, you know. Oh, it was Zeke, wasn't it? Oh, Zeke rides up here with me. You can't trust a pig with watermelons.
What episode is that?
It's the Mr. Plow episode.
Yeah, he just cuts the Homer eat his watermelons.
Homer's just eating the watermelons in the back. He takes him to the dealership where he's like, it goes 7 hectares on a single tank of kerosene.
Well, that might be a most quoted Simpsons reference we always make.
Put it in A.
Put it in A. What country is this car from? It no longer exists.
No longer exists. I think that episode in general is probably our most...
Mr. Plow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that, you lousy season.
You are fully bound and licensed by the state agent, Mr. Plow. Shut up, boy. We should say this LP is going to be a mixture of random, nonsensical references and quotes and bad gameplay.
Oh, yeah. What else is new? Welcome to FDCR.
Push her down, son.
Oh, shit. Oh, this is going to be a good one.
Am I turning you on? No. What if I take off my clothes? What if I talk like this?
What about talking like that?
What if I sing to you? I gave my love a chicken, it had no bones.
Chicken.
I can see everyone just turning this LP off right now.
Do
Why is the welcome mat at that fucking point in the house?
I
For?
don't
That
know.
doesn't make any sense.
Do you know what that's from?
What?
The chicken song?
Mm-hmm.
It's from Animal House.
Oh, yeah?
John Belushi's coming down the stairs during the toga party, and there's some hippie like on the stairs, and he's singing a song, and he's singing that song, and John Belushi just grabs the guy's guitar and just smashes it against the wall, and then he hands him just like the broken pieces held together by the guitar string, and he's just like, sorry.
Yay! Homemade football. Is that from the episode with Wonder Bet?
Yeah, I think so. Because I think they reference they reference how he made the homemade football.
These guys don't scare me. I've got Wonder Bet. Oh fuck!
You broke it.
Let's go into the Powell house.
Now my shirt's chafing me.
The reference to the episode, New Kid on the Block. I love the commentary for that because it kind of points out so the whole point is Bart falls in love with next door neighbor who is dating Jimbo Jones, and so to get back at Jimbo, Bart calls up, does a prank called a Mo, but then tells him, "My name is Jimbo Jones. I live at this address."
742 Evergreen
Terrace. And Mo comes out with a giant butcher knife, threatening to kill Jimbo, and Jimbo breaks down, crying, begging not to be hurt. And Mo just leaves, but Laura loses respect for Jimbo. In the commentary, it's "Yeah, Jimbo, how dare you get scared when this crazy person puts a gun to your chest and threatens you with violence?
Yeah.
You aren't the man I thought you were."
for a 13-year-old boy.
It's not often you empathize with one of the school bullies, but fucking crazy man puts a gun to you. Yeah, a knife to you. I can understand.
All right, I'm gonna make the sound of a barnyard animal, and everyone guess what it is.
This game is tearing us apart.
It was a baby ox.
Homer's right about that.
Midge is right about the ox.
No, Homer says Homer leaves. Homer's right about the ox. About everything. Hey, Homer, I want to die too.
You know we're not gonna need in the future? Left-handed stores! I'm sorry! That has to go! I'm so sorry!
I'm disgusted with both of you, but especially his children!
That's such a good episode.
Okay, you know, I think at this point we'll put a pin in part 1. Please join us.
Thank God.
Please join us next time where we do Petty Theft Homer and have to retrieve all of, as it says, all of Ned's lost items. See you then.